Hello guys, welcome back to Coin Engineer. Bitcoin has broken above 100k. Got a lot to talk about today. We're going to look at some indicators suggesting that alt season has just begun. We've got more ETFs on the horizon, an update on Hyperliquid. We're going to talk about the Hawk Tour launch. We're going to talk about pump usage and how the mind share of memes seems to be shifting. And we're going to take a look at some AI agents, what's going on over there, and a look at what's to come in gaming. A lot to talk about. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe. And let's get into it. Bitcoin has broken above 100k, currently sitting at about 102, got just under 104 last night, and we're sitting comfortably. We've got Vladimir Putin talking about crypto. Vladimir Putin says Bitcoin and digital assets will continue to develop. No one can stop or ban Bitcoin. PancakeSwap has launched its own token creation platform, similar to Pump Fund, but on the BSC chain, which is interesting, with BNB at an all-time high. We could see some shift over into the BSC chain. We've got the mayor of New York City talking about Bitcoin. Let's look at this clip.
We were a country and a city that led the globe in innovation. And look at us now. It's time for a change. And I've said this for years, and I'm happy that Elon is going to be part of those who are moving that change forward. We should not be afraid of Bitcoin. Remember y'all laughed at me when I first got my Bitcoin? Who's laughing now? Go look at my Bitcoin now. You all mock me. You're taking your first 3 paychecks in Bitcoin? What's wrong with you? Now you wish you would have done it. You know?
We've got a tweet from Cal Chase. Retail is going to see 100k and FOMO so hard. And if we take a look at Bitcoin dominance, you can see exactly 4 years ago to the date on the button, first of around December 2020, Bitcoin dominance broke down and alt season began for the next 6 months. And right now, fast forward to December 24, looking like we're breaking down. You can see that the highs of Bitcoin dominance do decrease over the years. And this is because of the emergence of a lot of new altcoins and obviously the initial overwhelming dominance. We've had Ethereums and smart contracts, ecosystem growth and the rise of stable coins and that type of thing. If we take a look at ETF fund flows, you can see when the ETFs came out at the beginning of the year, we had inflows, we also had a lot of outflows. Now we've flipped. We've got barely any outflows and mainly inflows. Over on ETFs, Solana has officially filed for a ETF, Grayscale has filed for a Solana spot ETF, which could come in effect next year. We see how that's positively impacted the price of Bitcoin. We've got BlackRock and JP Morgan readying to submit for an XRP ETF, and we've all seen what's happened to XRP lately. And over on Hyperliquid, we did speak about Hyperliquid in one of our last shows when it was sitting around $5. It's now trading at $13.65. We're at 3.7 billion market cap. There are some listings coming up, and there's rumours there's another listing coming up today, the 5th of December. I can imagine there will be a lot more listings coming up, so we should see some good, nice price action on Hype. Over in the meme world, Hawk Tour, Haley Welsh launched her own meme coin last night, and it was disaster. Super shady. The tokenomics were awful. The way they handled the whole thing was awful. We're going to take a little look into it and what I think's happened. So let's take a look at the tokenomics. We've got 21% community fund, whatever that means. Got 20% claim for Haley fans Web 2, fully unlocked on TG on token generation events. So that's 20% unlocked. 21% community fund, that's unlocked. You've got 30% reserve, that seems to be unlocked. 17% strategic allocation, fully unlocked. And then the only thing that was locked is Haley's 10%, and then they only allocated 2% to public, which means they've allocated that's what they've paired with liquidity. So there's 2% tokens going to liquidity, and by the looks of it, there's 88% of the tokens out of circulation on launch. What was really interesting about this one is that back on November 27th, they released the full details of the project, including the date and time of launch and even the contract address. Now, they did this for a reason, I think. They knew snipers will set up the tools to sniff liquidity as soon as that contract address is deployed, and as soon as they do, within milliseconds, the snipes would ape in, as well as all of the uneducated retail that would FOMO in. And look what happened. Just take a look at this. He went straight to 500 million market cap and straight back down, and we're now at, it's now down 93%. and it launched 13 hours ago. It stinks. Obviously, Haley Welch didn't know what was going to happen and what she was doing, but the people who have been advising, the people who are told to do this, people who managed this, definitely knew what they were doing. And technically they didn't take the liquidity pair, so, you know, if they want to categorize, if they want to say that's not a rug, then I don't know what is, but that is a rug. There has been a revenge token made, the Tour straight to jail. That was made around a similar time. I'm not suggesting you guys buy this, but it has done pretty well. It's doing a lot better than than Haley Welch's token. It went to around 50 million, pushed straight back down to 10 million, now sitting around 13.3 million. Apparently the dev has left and it's a CTO. It says here on GMGN. Again, I mentioned this platform last time on the show. If you're not familiar with GMGN, it is pretty good. If we can look at Hawk Tour on GMGN, you can see that it's covered in red flags. We've got the insiders holding 31% of the supply. The top 10% holds 30%, and there's 2 risks. So they've not, because this wasn't done on Pump Fund, they've deployed it themselves. They've not burnt the LP, so they've likely just locked it. So that's available for them to unlock at any time. Yeah, top 10% own, top 10 hold 30%. It was sniped aggressively, as you can imagine, and check this one out. This guy made $1.5 million sniping Hawk. There's a reason why they showed the contract address out. They wanted this to happen. And they wanted all of retail and the uneducated people to follow in. Pump Fund weekly revenue dropped 66%. This is following the live stream controversy. So mindshare has shifted. There's been a lot of people getting wrecked on meme coins these past few months, and people feels like it's phased out a little bit. People are a bit fed up. People are shifting over to other things. People have stopped using Pump Fund so much. Yeah, so mindshare is shifting, and it seems like a lot of the mindshare is going over to things like virtual agents and an expectation of a coming gaming run potentially. We've got obviously the success of Virtual's AI, which has soared lately. These enable the creation and ownership and monetization of AI agents. Each AI agent is represented by a fixed supply and is tradable. Some notable agents are, we've got Luna. Luna's a AI influencer, which operates on platforms like TikTok. Achieved a market cap of around 100 million, I believe. And if you're looking for some AI agents to invest into, we have put together a list of some of our favourites. We've got Opus, we've got Game Virtuals, we've got Thales, we've got Seraph, NFT Expert, FXN, GGen AI, Omega, Saint, Chaos, Simi, and Sense. You see we've got market cap that we're sitting on and the traits. In gaming, we've got Off the Grid launch coming next year. So Off the Grid is it's a free-to-play battle royale game, similar to the likes of Fortnite and Call of Duty, developed by Gunzilla Games. It's integrated with blockchain technology, so we'll have the likes of NFTs, in-game NFTs. It is a big game. It's coming on Xbox and PS5. So this could spark a big movement in the gaming narrative. Again, next year got also GTA 6, and there's rumours of GTA 6 having their own in-game coin and in-game NFTs and the ability to trade in-game assets. I've never really been into NFTs, like the Bored Apes, this type of thing, but one thing I am super bullish on is NFT gaming, and that does make sense. Millions and millions of people play games like Fortnite and Call of Duty, and people spend money on the likes of these skins, these battle passes, and which don't have any, they aren't tradable, they aren't an investment. The inclusion of gaming NFTs, it'll bring in a sense of materialism into gaming. People will want to have the rare stuff, the rare skins, the rare weapons, whatever it might be, and then they'll have the ability to trade these with other players who want to buy them off them. This is where I think gaming is going. So I'll be paying very close attention to the blockchain gaming market in the future. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you think in the comments, and please hit that like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.